Hello everybody, this is Jeremy Pei. Now today I invited a very special guest to this episode here. Gentleman sitting next to me. He's actually, to me, he's actually my personal mentor since young, and he is actually also the Group CEO of RSTN Consulting. This is Stephen Lim.
Hi,
Stephen.
hi.
Yes, so thank you very much for joining us here in this program, iNspire. So before we continue to chat on anything, maybe you are the Group CEO of RSTN Consulting, and I do know that ever since I was very young, I took a lot of advice from you with regards to business and all. So maybe you can share with everybody how did this business, when you were young, how did it started and all?
I didn't start from young.
Oh,
So I mean, my younger days were in school education, but I had a hard time going into university because my results were good enough, but my family background just could not afford the education for me then. Due to some reasons, my dad has made some mistakes that he has made. He was a gambler, addicted to gambling, borrowed a lot of money from loan sharks. Loan sharks came to the door every night. Harassment was the standard of the day. Until no choice, he has to run away from Singapore, literally fled to Vietnam, where he makes some living by opening a little restaurant selling bak kut teh. And for many years, he didn't come back. So I had to give tuition, and then I have to distribute newspapers, Straits Times, Taobao, through the neighboring blocks, and then go to school, and then work in McDonald's, closing shift, closing crew, and I funded myself throughout university.
Wow.
And I was lucky because one of the managers in school saw my potential and said, "Why don't you come and work for him?" I worked for him. And I started working for him and his company for at least 7 to 8 years. And I said, wow, it has been a wonderful learning experience for me. And it is in my blood that I work so hard. So in 1997, when I helped that company won an international bid against all the big players like IBM, Oracle of the world, it was for the computerization project for Indonesian. That period, they only had 27 provinces. Now I think they have more than 30. And it was funded by World Bank. And it was my first break. And because of that, in one single order, I brought in $80 million. Wow. And that is a lot of money. So I was nominated and I won the 1997 National Achievers Award. And it was the first time this award was presented to someone from the IT industry. It was normally given out to real estate, insurance, but first time in IT. And from there, I do some hard thinking. I say, my previous boss promises to give me shares in the company, but that never came true. And I realized it's about time I venture out. 98 was a good time. It was Asia financial crisis, and I say, hell, man. Together, a few other friends, we say, gung ho, let's do it. I asked my boss, I say, I do not wish to be another alphanumeric figure in your payroll system. Every day, watch the clock, go back. Because I work so hard for you, might as well work for myself. And my boss said, you will fail. It is thunderstorm outside. Why you want to venture out now? I say, it is a challenge. If I can survive this thunderstorm, the financial crisis, and I can make it, that means I can sail through any other storm. So I did. Set sail and never returned shore. He expected me to return shore within 1 year. But it has since been, 97 till now.
Almost 17 years.
And never turned back. And then we grew from strength to strength, coast to coast, from Singapore, Malaysia, Taiwan. Now we are in US. We are into the whole of Middle East, Egypt, Lebanon, you name it, we are there. And with the latest addition in Africa. So we are truly multinational now. And I'm very happy that I have a lot of very good and capable, reliable men working with me. They are working with me and not for me, because I have to work for them. They are my assets. I have to groom them, treat them well. Then they can look after me.